roster right now. We saw that actually they are performing very well in the previous tournament, but we saw that actually whenever Evos playing here and Rebellion playing, with the all-time win rate 43% and 20.24, I think like they always try to not allowing Valentina or even Varamis to be picked by the opponents here.
I mean, take a look at this. You're right. Valentina, Faramis, banned, right? Chico in the helms. What this says is that they do not want to have or go up against a fast, clear mid laner here, it seems like. Faramis, Valentina, very team fighty-ish, but they like the Paquito. Now, on the other side, Tank Stump here, well, Zace practically, because it is last season's data, it's a bit of mix of here and there. Gameplay-wise, I really want to shout out Heis because he has been playing the APC very, very effectively. Lunox and Harith, he has brought into that gold lane, very effective and very, very resourceful in their lineup, in their roster here.
Yeah, a lot more flexible this time around, right? Heis, as we all know, can use those APC heroes. So he can totally use the Harith in that gold lane, the Lunox as well. Had a lot of changes, and we're talking about Evos Legends on the other side. This is a completely new roster. But of course, we got to take a look at the highlighted player from the side of Rebellion Zion, and it's going to be none other than the man himself, Heis.
Promising gold laner here. Take a look at the gold per minute. Sure, it's not crazy up there, but he knows when he hits that power spikes, when he has those items enough to be activated in the roster. Take a look at him on this Beatrix. He knows when to slightly come in, when to deal damage. Kabuki, they're caught off guard with the flicker play. Again, he has that killer instinct. Again, take a look at this replay here. He positioned himself, wait from the back lines, and take a look at that. Even going up against the EXP, he knows that he has enough damage to take him down. Again, on this play, Heis caught in a bit of a pickle, but again, with the help of his positioning and, of course, mechanics, his Harith, the APC, just wreaking havoc towards the composition of Aura Fire.
And I think it's like enhancing a lot to the side of Rebellion Zion. The presence coming from the Heis is actually helping a lot to improve the gameplay coming from them. But I think just like what Eterna have mentioned before, they really need to step up into the composition that they were having previously in the previous day to actually make it better. Because this is going to be Evos Legends, one of the opponents that they really want to beat with the new lineup coming from their side.
Yeah, I mean, again, talking about Heis here, one time picking up the Harith here, Villajave, still 100% win rate now. Is this his trump card? We don't know. We have to see here because, again, on that Harith, we need to see the opponent. Brands, Kings of Markman, gold per minute slightly higher with 760, meaning that he knows, again, how to farm, how to distribute his skills on towards the minions, on towards the creeps to just gain more damage, gain more gold to, again, to be active or to be activated very early on. Now let's take a look at the third damage. It's quite low if you compare it to Heis. Why? He just clears, and rotates. He doesn't go for the plating plays. So let's take a look at the highlights here from not last season, from ISF here. Brands knows, again, he is very good on this Beatrix. Flickers behind and just pop that resource of that ultimate very, very neatly. Blacklist, unfortunately, they were the casualty of Brands. Again, very intelligent play. He caught a double here again, not just because his friends are assisting him, it's because of his positioning and intelligence. Now, take a look at this play. Brands on this Melissa. Again, timing-wise, and he just knows when to come in and just slightly go back to just deal more damage. His favorite hero is going to be Beatrix here. 80%, 5 times being picked. Brands, King of Marksmen, we all know, against Highs, who is low-key new. That's going to be the challenge from the gold laner from Rebellion.
Honestly, it's impressive, right? Brands. I mean, he had a hiatus, right, Fella J, for an entire season, nowhere to be found in Bigatron's roster.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he went on into MDL, and then he did wonders there. He actually was able to bring them to top 2 in that season. And afterwards, they were able to get the championship in IESF. So with that in mind, it's clear to see what exactly are the keys to victory here for Rebellion Zion.
Well,
yeah, and it's gonna be like they need to contest pick past Fanny, because Fanny right now is actually being picked a lot, right, Gani?
Yeah,
It's actually one of the hero that is actually very free, so they really need to secure maybe a CC hero to actually prevent that to happen.
I agree. I mean, if we're talking about Fanny, right? Last season, Rebellion was not popular using the Fanny. Fearless, who was the ex-jungler, wasn't really a fan of that Fanny. But if we're talking about now, they need to focus on this hero. Why? Because Taz can play the Fanny. First can play the Fanny, so they really need to think about this Fanny. If this Fanny isn't banned, they need to pick up that Fanny. Well, we all know, we saw Vincent can play the Fanny yesterday, so maybe Fanny is already within their cards. Now, Rebellion Vincent, I was just talking about this. And he did wonders yesterday on this Fanny, and expect Fanny to be contested this match.
And that damage is super crazy coming from the previous game, coming from the side of Rebellion Zion. But we are talking a lot about the jungle along with the gold laner. I also want to mention about like cars into this one. But yeah, this is the key of victory coming from the Evos side by Samsung Galaxy F23 Series 5G.
One hero, Lunox, right?
Lunox.
I mean, Rebellion, they can flex this Lunox. Mid lane or Highs, we again mentioned that Highs can play the APC. And take a look at Sway Low's Lunox here, flickering inside with the order. Again, just understanding his damage output with his items, that he can wreak havoc with the Lunox that usually builds very, very aggressively. And I can't wait to see, perhaps Highs can play the Lunox in the gold as well.
Yeah, that's where we're expecting, I guess, APC hero. We saw even Valentina yesterday into the gold lane, so everything still can happen. But Psychots against Cars, the presence coming from Psychots from Evos Legends is actually like very, very strong. And I really wonder what is actually happening. Like Evos was winning in the ISF using the Samsung. Maybe they're also using the Samsung S23 5G with Snapdragon Gen 2. 12 gigabytes of RAM, and also up to 1 tera, guys.
Wow.
1 terabyte of memory here with 2 times 120 hertz AMOLED dynamic screen. Makes any play. There's no lag, bro. What are you expecting? It's 1 tera, 12 gigs of RAM. You play really like
Where
a
can
pro.
I get it? Where can I get
You
this
can
Samsung?
just go to the website of the Samsung directly, www.samsung.com. Check it out, guys.
Okay, and it turns out if you pre-order it until the 23rd of February 2023, so this year, you guys can get installments starting at 500,000 per month with benefits up to 7.5
Ayo Bang Ere, boleh.
million rupiah. So don't forget to check that out, guys. It's definitely a bargain, and it's definitely a phone that you guys need, especially if you want to push up until that mythic glory.
Yeah, definitely. It has higher memory, but also you already have the higher memory. Definitely you need an app for it, right, Johnny?
Of course, because sometimes, Village, I'm quite hungry.
Oh, definitely you need to download the Grab, because for new users,
Ya, 5 menit lagi kita akan menuju ke dalam grafiknya ya guys ya.
When you're watching online, or even to come here to watch the MPL on the venue here, MPL IDX Grab as a promo code, and also get 90% discount on the Grab bike, Grab car for watching matches offline at the Menara Kuningan Ballroom Sanctuary.
So basically, you don't pay at all. 90% discount. That's insane, Gani. Did you use a discount when you came to the venue?
Gue masuk DC lo
I
nih.
did not, because Velajave has not informed me of Grab. Velajave, please link me up with Grab later.
You need to download and or use the code right now. But also, you already have a Grab on your Samsung Galaxy S23. Also need to download Blibli because they sell the ticket for MPL. Watch MPL 80 Season 11 live. Go get your ticket on blibli.com.
You can also scan the barcode underneath Gani right there to check it out, guys, because they not only just sell the tickets, but they also sell the official merchandise as well. So if you want to, have a MPL drip, you can totally do that. Just don't forget to check out blibli.com.
Yeah, just like what I saw, like Mirko having the socks and everything, right? From the blibli.com, but yeah. Now this match with the lineup that they were having, Gani.
Wow, Swalo cards highs Vincent and with Janarco. So it is still their main five, just like they did yesterday. Again, expect this 5-man team along the season now. For the opponent though, Evos, they are going to play Hijume, Cyclops, Brands, Taz, and as well as Dream. So no Persik in the fray. Again, Taz in the jungler. Now that's going to be very, very interesting. Why Eterna and Velajave? Because he can play the mages in the jungler as well.
That's gonna be super interesting. Are we gonna be seeing the signature of Evos Legend? Alright.
We might. That's definitely a possibility because in honesty, I mean, with the patch coming up, we're not really sure what kind of heroes Evos Legends has up their sleeve, especially with the change in coaching staff, right?
Yeah.
We have Taxstump, we have Coach Age as well, and in his time, we used to call Coach Age the crazy... there's a term for it. The crazy genius. The mad scientist. Mad scientist Coach Age. But on the flip side here, we're also going to take a look at the Giant Slayers. This was a nickname given to them because they were able to take down Evos, RRQ, and Aura Fire, the top 4 in the regular season, as well as up until the playoffs. So a lot of history coming in between these teams, because the reason why Rebellion Zion made it into the playoffs last season was because they were able to beat Evos 2-1 and take them down.
Yeah, that is just like having so much things in the head of Rebellion Zion right now, but this is gonna be the new faces coming from the side of Evos Legend. Will they be able? But this is it. This is from the side of Evos Legends coming to the
Inilah dia. Wah, gila, roster juara dunia, cok.
Yeah, Evos Legends here. The White Tigers, they look ready, they look confident, and they will find the win here in their debut MPL Season 11.
But on the other side, they are going to have to take down their opponents. Rebellion Zion, please welcome them on stage. The Giant Slayers of last season with the main 5 roster. Vincent coming in, Swalo, Wijanarco, Kars, as well as Hive.
Wow, man, this is intense, Velajave. I mean, it's not even the start of the game, and I can already feel the battle of the blues. It's going to be very personal.
It is going to be super personal. They definitely want to do the revenge.
Personal, apakah iya personal?
What they were having before. Will they be able to do it? That's the biggest question. What kind of things, what kind of card that they will try to pull to be given to the side of Team Rebellion Zion? Is it going to be a harsh and crazy drop coming from the side of Coach Age, or even Chico ready to analyze that and counter it back to the side of Team Evos Legends itself?
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look and focus on the stage. It's not going to be Chico. Actually, it is going to be Decode.
Lek, kenapa lek? Lek. Ngo, nggak ada lek.
Against a team like Evos Legends, they are low-key taking a risk, but of course, Evos Legends will be strengthened with...
Ya, sebenarnya kita akan menuju ke dalam grafik karena Rebellion Zion melawan Evos Legends ya guys ya.
Rebellion Zion here.
Prepare yourself.
Still exploring in the first initial MPL Season 11.
I'm actually quite surprised on that note, right? Because seeing their performance yesterday, I gotta hand it to Coach Chico, right? His draft was exceptional.
Itu tadi siapa, Cok?
Pin Aura in
Player baru kah?
place and win it from that early phase of the draft ban and picks. And switching this up? Is that coach?
Untuk Rebellion tadi coy ya.
Apakah need to-
Ah, nih Evos nih. Woi, jersey baru cowok.
But once again, still
Aduh, beli kah?
interesting choice here.
Brands had the most kills in MPL Indonesia season 7.
Had the most kills in MPL Indonesia season 7.
Bentar coy, ini kenapa bahasa Inggris ya?
He wasn't really playing to the MPL in the previous season. Really,
Ke arah Kadita.
Nah, bahasa Indo nih.
Kan kalau ke Wijanarko lebih ke inisiator.
Pakai kasar Indo, iya makanya cok, tadi gue bingung cok.
Sebagai power.
Kok bahasa Inggris gitu.
Sementara untuk Wijanarko sendiri kita tahu ya, Ruby apabila sudah jatuh di tangan dari Wijanarko, ini adalah salah satu hero yang sangat berbahaya sekali. Signature hero bisa gue bilang.
Wih, siapa itu cok?
Dari Wijanarko itu.
Oh, Adel ya?
Terima
Terus si
kasih
Adelin
kepada
cok.
Babang-babang kameramen ya.
Terus si Adelin kah?
Terima kasih sekali. Terima kasih kita ucapkan dari meja caster ini.
Buset, Rebellion udah cuan nih, udah pakai BABA cok.
Ya ampun.
Nah,
Ya ampun.
Bah, gila. Ini sih no counter. Ini siapa ya? Ada Yupi ya, ada
Semangat banget ya.
Pika, itu Evos Pika
Kakak
nih.
Angel tadi di pojok ya.
Betul.
Sama kakak
Yupi.
Yupi.
Iya.
Oke, ini dia. The King is coming. Brands the most kill in FPL ID season yang ke-7, 238 poin kill.
Waktu itu dia sebagai jungler.
Yep.
Hadir Bang Zen, kelas Bang Vincent.
Masih.
Masih marksman.
Iya, masih hyper carry. Ya transisi lah, transisi perpindahan dari meta-meta itu sendiri. Karena kan kita tahu untuk hyper carry sendiri itu kan dulu awal banget tuh season 5. Bergerak tuh season
Itu Nastasia Adelin bukan sih?
bergerak lagi ke arah yang berbeda. Dan ini adalah banteng-banteng biru.
Banteng betina.
Iya. Ngeri
Ya
nih.
ampun.
Bye-bye nih, ngajak
ini
jalan.
Ini juga seger-seger banget nih.
Ngajak
Fresh
jalan di
from
sini
the oven.
Aduh.
Ya Allah, itu bertepuk sebelah tangan Pak. Nah iya,
Iya,
peka untungnya.
akhirnya. Kalau memang yang satunya tidak mau bisa ke situ loh.
Enggak Bang, enggak gitu.
Nah ini dia. Nah ini. Hai. Waduh.
Panik. Ya Allah, seger banget ya.
Udah lama nih.
Malam minggu lagi hari ini.
Ini saya bukannya Shopee, tapi ini teman saya.
Oh,
Iya.
Buset, seger sekali mata kita guys ya.
Mana hari ini malam minggu lagi ya?
Teman.
Apa? Teman.
Ini juga teman-teman saya.
Kenapa wajah kamu seperti itu kepada saya?
Saya menerka-nerka aja gitu. Oke,
fokus lagi kita ya.
Yap.
Fokus lagi menuju dari tim-tim player yang ada. Di situ ada Coach Aki dan juga Babang Tekstam yang memang sudah siap mendampingi dari anak-anaknya.
Yap.
Dimana satu pagelaran terakhir yang udah dijalani oleh Evos Legend, hasil baik yang udah mereka dapatkan. Satu
Yes.
gelar dunia lagi yang udah mereka milikin gitu loh. Menambah kolektivitas yang mereka milikin. Dan ini yang harus ditabrakin oleh Rebellion Zion. Dimana Rebellion Zion season lalu adalah season pertama mereka masuk ke playoff. Hasil yang baik.
Yap.
Kemarin di match yang pertama di season yang ke-11 mereka mendapatkan kemenangan pula. Start yang baik untuk mereka. Harusnya ini menjadi tren baik pula untuk mereka ya.
Harusnya.
Iya.
Tapi itu bakal menjadi hal yang tricky gak sih? Antara mereka nanti bakal overconfident.
Yep.
Atau bakal sekarang menghadapi mungkin tim yang
Kita guys, gua air dulu guys.
maksudnya ini tim besar juga
Betul.
gitu. Yang benar-benar mereka mungkin baru melihat debut terakhirnya di sana. Ya Allah.
Ini ada manajer Aji. Evos Aji. Evos Soa. Tambah nama ge Soang gitu. Soang gitu.
Di hati ini hanya ada Evos.
Bener.
Berarti kamu
Tapi buat teman-teman di luar sana nih ya,
Ya.
untuk sekarang juga dari para caster, ini udah kayak gak ada gap lagi untuk mereka loh.
Gak ada.
Kalau kemarin kan kita agak tinggi tuh.
Ya.
Sekarang kita ini emang sebelah-sebelahan aja sama pendukung-pendukung dari
Kita bisa
tim-tim yang emang ada.
bersentuhan langsung.
Bisa.
Bisa.
Bisa numpang nonton kita di situ.
Bener
nanti.
juga. Atau mereka nanti nonton dari ini.
Boleh. Ada yang mau tukeran gak di sini?
Dari
kira-kira?
TV caster ya.
Ini apa nih tulisannya nih?
Bidadari bertanduk hadir.
Bidadari bertanduk hadir.
Mengawal Vincent. Oh my god, ini apakah bocil Vincent?
Waduh. Kalau saya bocil, apa ini ya?
Ini manajernya talent-talent nih.
Mari kita lihat siapa biru yang sesungguhnya.
Oke, ini dia ada audience comment derby biru di MPL, semoga menang cuy. #Dream Rebellion.
Dari Yoga C Putra 391.
Yap. Ini dia ya, ada komen-komen, makanya komen kalian yang baik-baik ntar kita bacain kayak begini cuy.
Betul.
Kalau memang tidak terbaca di sini kalian bisa langsung menuju ke Instagram dari Pak Pulung ataupun dari
awl.y. Dan yang di atas juga nih, mana suaranya lah, jangan mau kalah Sobat Legend. Ya
Ada,
ampun,
nyampe.
lemes nih.
Nih kongrat Besti, RBL dikasih lawan Evos, MPL bercanda, menang Evos lah. Wede.
Radit Kokom.
Radit Kokom.
Bukan teman kita yang itu ya?
Bukan. Kalau teman kita Radit over Kokom.
Oh, begitu.
Waktunya Kapten Saikot berasik. Saikot di mari, ada Saikot jangan lari dari Aziz Pratama.
Baik, Kapten kita datang.
Ini dia Saikot.
Saikot. Waktunya sang macan menunjukkan taring tajamnya.
Ih,
dari
sedap.
tiga.
Ngeri nih, antara ditanduk atau digigitnya hari ini.
Tinggal pilih aja.
Iya.
Dua-duanya sama bisa menyerang pokoknya.
Dua-duanya pilihan yang sangat-sangat tidak baik kalau itu kita ya. Lu mau digigit atau ditanduk, kayak nggak ada pilihan lain apa. Ini preparation dari para player ya teman-teman, sabar agar mereka nantinya juga bisa bermain dengan sangat-sangat nyaman sekali.
Ya elah ke venue MPL.
Berikanlah komen-komen terbaik.
Ya paling vlog, nggak bisa live lah.
Langsung di sini atau kalau
Iya elah Kak, kita.
baca juga kalian bisa langsung menuju ke Instagram dari Pak Pulung ataupun dari
awl.y.
awl.y. Kalau emang mau di follow ya sok atau sekalian bersilaturahmi
Sok,
kita ya.
Kak.
Nih, mari birukan venue MPL bersama RBL Evos.
Anjay.
Dream Roar.
Keren.
Keren, mana itu orangnya tuh?
Mana Dream
Woi.
Roar, mana orangnya?
Mana itu tadi orangnya Dream Roar
Oh
tuh?
itu.
Woi, cakep.
Semangat Besti gue.
Mantap.
Aduh, Yupi, ya ampun, Yupi.
Sekedar itu yang cakep, ini juga yang cakep.
Ay ma, Yupi.
Ya ampun.
Aduh,
Manis ya.
Apa?
Manis banget.
Yupi cok. Bentar, gue offin cam dulu ya. Oke kan masuk.
Apa?
Just di MDL.
DMDL ya?
Iya.
Beda.
Jadi bawa-bawa.
Nanti
Oke,
gacha
dan,
Jujutsu Kaisen nggak? Gue lagi nggak ada
Mas,
duit
apa yang
cok. Jangan
terjadi
gitu loh.
sama
Aneh.
Rebellion Zion di match yang kemarin. Mereka bermain haritnya
Ntar lah.
guys. Nanti mungkinkah bakal ada
Minggu depan aja cok.
Bisa jadi sih, kenapa ya? Karena untuk
Tanggal berapa sih? 18?
tipikal yang dimiliki
Tambah 7, 25. Ya, Sabtu depan lah. Duit saweria, jangan sayang cok.
Dia gunakan
Apa,
kan
Cok?
image sendiri yang bisa dibawa lagi menuju karya Godland lah. Ini juga akan membuka dari Evos Legend. Mereka harus berpikir seperti apa. Ini mau di respect, ini mau di ban atau enggak. Misalnya ini pun enggak di ban, konten seperti apa?
Jangan duit saweria sayang guys. Gue mending kasih kalian guys daripada gue Jujutsu Kaisen.
Kapabilitas dari satu orang tersebut, the King of Marksman julukannya.
Iya.
King Branch.
King Brand. Dulu waktu memperkuat Bigetron ya pada
Iya,
masa itu
di saat dia
sebagai
memperkuat Bigetron ya, walaupun
hyper carry.
iya, walaupun the king of the king itu kan ada juga Tuturu tuh kata
Iya.
orang tuh. Kan ada Babang Tuturu tuh sakti. Itu mah sakti juga itu.
Sakti banget.
Parah itu.
Ya, ini sedang berbisik-bisik manja ya kayak.
Iya.
Kira-kira apa yang dibisikin ya?
Ini di sebelah kita juga udah nggak sabar nih. Ayo bang, ayo kemana?
Sabar.
Sabar.
Sabar dulu.
Sabar ya,
Bentar
sabar.
ya, Coy, ya.
Tenang, relax, santuy pokoknya.
Iya.
Sebentar.
Sedang dipersiapkan pastinya ya. Kita bakal melihat nantinya dari segi draft Benentik, tapi Psychots nih.
Psychots.
Kapten
Subaton.
yang udah juga ditunggu-tunggu debutnya oleh
Gak lah, gak kuat gue belum bisa sebaton gue.
Iya, dan banyak testimoni ya.
Betul.
Banyak testimoni dari
Nggak muncul ya?
player lain yang mungkin masih dalam scene kompetisi.
Bentar cok, wah ini bentar ya, gue off stream, gue lanjut streaming lagi nanti, bentar. Ini nggak muncul semua cok, aneh gue mah.
Sementara satu match-up-nya yang ada di area XP Land,
Yap.
ini debutan loh.
Debutan dan bahkan
Wah,
dia
nggak jelas,
ada,
Cok.
Pengalaman di official turnamen sebelumnya.
Itu
Bentar ya, gue off dulu ya, bentar ya.
Ini akan jadi seperti apa nanti